and you can be on that page for minutes, and you're just watching people wash rugs, and you'll just keep cleaning. It's just satisfying. So I know that there's somebody behind that, and I'm sure that person is not cracking any joke, but he's actually adding value to someone's life. You can just go to that page, and the sound of just him cleaning that rug, you're just listening to it, and you're seeing that it was activities you decided to do. It doesn't have to be comedy, it doesn't have to be jokes and all of that. But you can actually pass a message, like the chest in the slum and all of that. Find yourself and be that. So because we do not have so much time, we'll just take the mic round again, and in 1 minute, let's just say something to the boys that we hope and we know that if they take it away, they're good. So we'll just start from the end again. So just in 1 minute. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so Farouk, again, I'm speaking to you. Aziz, Ahmed, Jibola, yeah. Your experience is good. No matter what you are going through, your experience is what? Your experience is what? Is good. Get your future out of the experience. Get what you want to sell to Nigeria, to the world, out of that experience. That's what we are telling you. Your experience is what? Is good. Thank you.
So my advice would be, it's great to dream. It's important to have a vision, but it's much more important to put in the work to make sure that that dream, comes alive.
Hi. I need silence again. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with one quote. If you have your pen and paper, you do well to put it down. It may not make sense to you now, but let's write it down. Are you ready? Put your food away for 1 minute. Are you ready? Well, the people that need it are ready. So I'll just go on anyways. The height reached and kept by great men, that means the height that great men attain. Great men like who? Name them. Okay, all of those people. The height reached and kept by great men was not attained by a sudden flight. They didn't wake up and find themselves as CEOs, as tech gurus. No. But guess what they did? But they, while others slept, kept toiling through the night. The difference between, well, it's not always, not 100% true, but mostly true. That the difference between a successful person, not just a very successful person, and you can define success however you like, is how much work, how much of themselves, how desperate you are for success. And that desperation is what drives you. How much time you spend preparing for this success. Did you get it? Did you get it? All right.
Hi, guys. Hi. So we've been asked to drop just one gem that, if that's all you take away from here, will leave us happy. And the one thing I'd like to leave with you is that you are already a king. What did I say? You are already a king. So start behaving as one. Start acting like one. Kings are not people that have other people serve them. Ditch that idea. King, what that means is that those who don't wear the crown don't have as much trouble as those who do. So if you are already a king, expect that the life that you live every day will demand you to do the extraordinary. What is the extraordinary? Going the extra mile that ordinary people will not. If it was easy, everyone will be doing it. So stop looking for the easy ways. The easy ways are usually not rewarding. Whatever is easy to accomplish probably doesn't have any tangible result or reward at the end of it. If it is difficult but it is rewarding, beat your chest and back yourself that you can do it because you are a king. You have the capacity for the extraordinary. From today, start behaving like that king who is willing to take on responsibility, who is willing to be accountable for other people, not just for themselves. That's how kings behave. Kings wake up to work at night while other people sleep. Kings answer to the needs of other people, not just themselves. And you cannot look after other people if you cannot look after yourself. The first requirement of kingship is self-leadership. So you need to be able to lead yourself. So again, if you don't already know, I'm announcing to you, you are already a king. So start behaving like one. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I thought he deserved more than that. Come on, guys, give him more round of applause. Thank you. Okay. Hope you take away the message in that one of the best ways we can teach people is to tell them true life stories. And this particular short story, it's about me. All through primary school and almost all of secondary school, typically in a class of about 30, my grade, please listen very well, especially those of you who may not be amongst the high flyers. Please just listen. My typical grade would typically be 26th in a class of 30. And then during our time, on the last day of school, they will call out the first three on the assembly line to come forward, and they will have the rest of us clap for them as they come to take their awards. I hated school. Oh, you're actually clapping. I hated school, never looked forward, and always very happy that the school season had ended. To worsen matters, I had a brother who was a year and a half older than I was, or still is. We went to the same primary school, the same secondary school, the same university. Never liked him because, just like we spoke in the morning, he was always like first. And then each time it was his birthday, they bought him things. I never got a thing. And then I was always handed down the used one by my brother. Hated everybody, hated everything because of that. I didn't think that was great parenting, but that is not part of the story. The story, therefore, was that my last year in school, for whatever reason, my parents decided to bring me to Lagos. I grew up in Delta State. And part of the problem, with benefit of hindsight, my parents were well-to-do. I didn't find the need to work hard. I was lazy. So at times, like somebody said earlier in the day, that when they compare at times, it's not because they mean to demean you. It could be their own understanding. It may not be right, but their own way of trying to challenge you. It didn't work for me. It made matters worse. They brought me to Lagos. If you live somewhere in the mainland, there is a school you might know by chance called Akpata Memorial High School. My set was the first set that took WAEC in that school. And in a whole set of about 100 students, I came out of that school with the second overall best results. Thank you very much. The story is that transformation happened in a short space of 7 months. And what I'm saying to you today is, if you're by any chance not doing well where you are today, it could just mean that you may need to change your association, right? you can't compare in terms of Lagos and Delta. This place is buzzing. When I came to Lagos, I was happy for the first time in my life. Oh, this is Lagos. Now, I heard kids in my school saying, oh, we just got back from London. I heard kids say, we just got back from the US. I was like, oh, there's a place even higher than Lagos, right? Okay, so we started to aspire. We started to dream. And so that was the transformation from Akpata to schools. Now, I can't even count how many countries I have been. Today, I have the privilege. Thank you very much. I had the privilege today now, by virtue of what I do, to have colleagues in 90 countries. I lead the team in Nigeria here. So I'm saying to you today, do not despair. Do not despair if you think you're not doing as well as the guy sitting beside you. The lesson is it possible that if I change my association, who my friends are, even the school that I attend, is it possible that things can be better? Yes. And I will leave you with one thing, which is one thing that I have found that has helped me the most in life. No matter how bad things might be, if you do not lose one singular thing called hope, hope by definition meaning that tomorrow, I believe that my tomorrow will be better than my circumstance or circumstances today. And once that hope is strong enough, the Christians, we call it, they're not the same thing, but the Christians may call it faith. But hope is saying that I won't despair. Things may not be looking as great as I would like them to be. My parents, my colleagues, they might be doing better. They may have come from great homes. But the point is that I'm confident in myself that my tomorrow will be better than my today. That force alone will propel you. I haven't seen a force in my life. I think Obama called it the audacity of hope. When you have hope, but like some of my colleagues have spoken, it's not just an empty hope. Hope fueled by discipline, hope fueled by hard work, hope fueled by that belief that I will become somebody tomorrow. That is the word I would like to leave us to today. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. I'm sure not just the boys gained a lot, even adults. I mean, I have learned a whole lot. I mean, these are things that we have to relearn, unlearn, and keep learning. And I have learned a lot of things from this session. And thank you very much. So we have certificates to say thank you, and they'll be presented to you by Damilola. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Patrick. Thank you, Mr. Bada. Thank you, Mrs. Boston. Thank you, Mr. Sheno. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
I got to call it alarm. What's the shadow? I got to call it alarm. Every reach why you call the beat. Shut up, people, alarm, lady. Oh, hallelujah, no call. No, I ain't you out, Pale. Oh, hallelujah, no call. No, I ain't you out, Pale. Lift me up.
Please keep clapping for the name.
Lift me up. Let me roll.
Thank you, DJ. Yeah, DJ, give another danceable jam. Play them another danceable jam. Yeah, that's it. Say, who's your guy? Now only me one time. Alright. Play another jam. Give them another jam. Say, come on, buddy, drum. Come on, buddy, drum. Yes, go. Yes, go. Yes, get it. Hey, shut up, knees and toes. Hey, shut up, knees and toes. Get out, yes. Drop that shit. You don't have that shit. Those of you also, you are not dancing. Can the camera go up? Camera go up, go up. I don't smell from the dream. Now I'm singing. What? I want to hear you. So when we Mr. Manila, the first time Mr. Paul to ease your mind. Hello. Put your hands together for yourself, amazing kings. No, put your hands together for yourself. Alright? Thank you. So far so good. We've been attentive, we've been writing. Thank you so much. Alright? We are almost at the end. Now listen, I'm going to bring up a speaker now. Trust me, he is going to be engaging. You are going to enjoy him. Okay? And afterwards, we are going to, at some point, I'm going to bring up somebody who is coming up here to act for us. It's going to be a one-man show. He's going to pay close attention to what he's going to do. So, I need us to shake up and please pay attention, okay? So, Kings, help me welcome another speaker for today. Please put your hands together for David, for Laramie. Please, can we put our hands together for him? DJ, please let's have our hands together. Till he gets here, we are going to have our show after this. So boys, Kings, can we sit down? For those of us standing up, please can we